Hi, bonjour. So let's have a look on this video together. This shows you an accident actually at the landing. They crash just at the landing. It's pretty crazy. So let's watch together. And so this is the guy he's gonna crash into, the one in the front. And so let's watch it together, and then we'll discuss what I think about this, what's going on here. This looks very much like Saleh. I'm pretty sure. Although this landing spot. I think it's Saleh. Geneva and the lake. So he's saying that he didn't see him, and actually the guy is flying here in the front. I don't know if you can see it. You see my mouse. The other guy just landed, and okay, we will discuss later. So let's just watch. So they are close, and now actually it's the moment that he spotted the other guy, because he was looking somewhere else. He was looking on the landing, and now he's behind the guy. There are two mistakes actually. Yeah, so excuse his French. I mean, it's not funny. But actually he wrote that, well, let's see it. He wrote that they landed okay. So he said he should be watching more the other one. And when there's a piece on it. And the option that he chose was that he reacted too late actually. But luckily they just had they were more afraid and they got any injuries, so it's okay. So let's have a look from the beginning. Okay, so he's gonna land, and this spot is not so small, but it's also not so big. Looking on how they fly, I don't see what the wing it is, but the way just how it flies, how he flies, I assume that yeah, he's pretty beginner. So for a pretty beginner, like there's a slope here, so landing spot and slope with high trees a little bit around, houses and trees in the middle. This is already a bit challenging. So you know that you're gonna be focused, that this landing is gonna take a lot of your attention. And then at the same time you see there's another guy, so always before approaching the landing zone you look around all the places and search for other guys, just to know where they are. And now if you see the other guy more or less the same altitude, it means that yeah, it's pretty probable that you're gonna arrive at the landing zone more or less at the same altitude. So when I see something like this, I pull an ear. I mean, I watch the other guy shortly to see what his strategy is, because if he's also putting an ear, then yeah, then it won't help. But if the other guy is just flying, then I would put an ear, just one, just to get down a bit more quickly, and yeah, so that I would get increase the spacing, like in altitude, to the other guy, and this would give me more freedom than I'm the first one, and I don't. I mean, I still would watch him, but actually I don't have to care about him anymore, because I have the priority, so to say. Yeah. So he said that he wrote that he just now focused on the landing. So I would watch the other guy while approaching the landing zone and see what's going on with the other guy to see the wind direction. So I already know that he already flies pretty slow, which would indicate that the wind is coming probably just down up the slope, but maybe a little bit from the left. So actually this direction to approach is pretty good. But the mistake he does, he flies over the landing zone. And this is a mistake that many beginner intermediate pilot do actually, because you wanna be close to the place where you're gonna land, I believe. I mean, at least this is what I did. But it's important to understand that if you're above, then you just cannot land down there because you have to, yeah, you will overfly this place. So you and turning around, especially when there's another guy like going to land, and he said that he's not observing him because he was focused on landing. This is a bad idea for sure. The other thing is that the slope is going from the left to right. So if you stay on the left side, you will be way above. And if you try to approach the landing from the left, you will come from the high to from the top to down. So you risk overflying the takeoff. That's the landing zone. That's why excuse me. That's why I personally always prefer to stay on the over the lower end. And since I've seen that the wind is actually blowing a little bit, I suppose, from the behind now, so I would stay just downwind. Since this is not much wind, that would be a lot of wind and it would be a different story, but let's say it's a little wind, so I would stay just downwind over those buildings, somewhere here. And waiting, I don't know if you see my mouse, but over the buildings here down on the right, and waiting there and losing all my altitude. I mean, just enough that I can go back here and land like this. And flying like a bit up here provides you this option that actually by flying, if you are too high, a little bit, you can just fly a bit more uphill and then land there. If you are too low, then you just land down directly. And there's of course this a little bit like, yeah, it's a bit not so even. So this part here, the left part of this landing zone, like from looking at it from this perspective, would be better. But anyway, you wouldn't land just here, you would land somewhere here. So that would be my approach to this. And then, but I would also know, but I mean, yeah, as a beginner, you're gonna be, your attention is gonna be sucked into this because it's a demanding place to land. So it's important to understand this, that your attention is gonna be sucked by something. So wherever you get a situation that it's getting complicated and you need to look around and you see that you are focusing too much on one thing, just be aware of that and say, okay, now I look around, just to have your situational awareness. Where are the other guys? What's the wind doing? How are the trees moving? Any flags or something? Maybe wind has changed. Maybe there's a thermal just rising over this field and the wind direction changes. So stuff like this, just observing everything from time to time. This is important part. So the trick is that he's here in the wrong position because he's just directly over. And now you see also, I would observe the other guy, what is his wing doing after he lands, because this is actually acting like a wind indicator. Yeah, so he didn't see the other guy flying there, and he's actually a bit lower. So yeah, just perfect place to get a little bit, either stay here and land as the other guy. So now you see, right, so I'm stuck in too much. Just what's happening to the wing of the other guy. I would have a look on that, where if I would be flying. Zack, and it goes there. So basically, yeah. So how the wind goes, the wind just goes uphill, and hard to say if he broke or not. But actually, the wing didn't stay behind. So it either comes just from left to right now, or maybe even a little bit from behind. Looking at how the wing falls. So yeah, that would be also the reason. Maybe if I've seen that, maybe I would also like to go to the other side. But then you risk. But there is this other pilot at the same altitude, and you see there are trees. There is little space. So yeah, so you have to take it into account. And now now that you know the wind direction, and now you see the other guy, you can try to think what the other guy can do. And the other guy actually did the mistake of turning back, but this is also something that you have to take into account, like a plan B. What happens if he does a mistake? So there's this space, he's on the side, so he's gonna come here. So yeah, the option would be, I would do just the cravat on the other side, and just turn directly. Now you turn the other direction with the cravat. That's what I would do. And now actually they could have solved this like this. This guy, I mean the guy who's video recording this, he just goes on the right side as near as he can, and the other guy, he just continues straight on the left side. This is actually how it should be done. And but both of them, they do the mistake. Actually, this guy flies too far into the middle, and the other guy flies too far into the middle of the field. Actually, but they both try to cross the field, and this is the mistake here. So wherever in a situation like this, you just stay away from the other guy. If he does a mistake, at least he has more time. And actually, if he would have just turned here to the right and fly, the other guy would be behind him. Yeah. So, and if you see that you are going straight and you are too high, you can just pull an ear almost, and then release it even shortly before touching down. But it's also needs some training, so it's important that you train, like in normal flights, from time to time you try pulling ears like this, so that if you need it, you just do it. Yeah, so the mistake is he's crossing and the other guy is crossing, and this is the problem here. So this guy, he has seen the other guy, so he was aware of him and he went to the middle anyway, so it's a mistake. And the other guy, we don't know if he's seen the other guy or not. Maybe he haven't. Yeah, and this is actually the problem. So they are both in this. And now there are maneuvers to avoid collisions. So basically like spin entry, but this is very low here. And this is not the level of the pilot, I imagine. I mean, you can train this on SIV a lot, and then you will see how much altitude you lose, how much direction you lose. But yeah, I'm not suggesting you that you do something like this so low over the ground. But in this situation, yeah, I mean, this is very dynamic. So again, now there's not a lot of time to think. So either you have the reflex of doing this collision avoidance thing, and you instinctively do it to avoid it, or you don't. And I'm not sure if doing it at this altitude, I don't know. I don't have this experience, if that would be a good idea or not. But this is actually at this moment it's just the only option. Because that would I will try to find another view. Actually, there was some guy showing this in Bassano. You may probably still get out of this by turning left. I mean, from the position of the guy who's watching from the video, by just pulling the brake pretty hard, you can get to the left. But this would need also some proper reactions afterward to stabilize the wing and be able to fly over behind the tree, or maybe you won't make it over the tree, so then just landing with the wind. Yeah, but yeah, but I mean, I'm not sure if there would be an option. If I would be in a situation like this, hopefully I wouldn't put myself in a situation like this. I would stay on the right, but we all do mistakes, so hard to say. And now they crash. I mean, this guy, you clearly see he tried to turn away, but he also trying to turn, and it's just unfortunate that they turned in this direction. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And actually falling. And now the trick is, yeah, that's again easier said than done, but going out of the harness before touching the ground and trying to do a parachute landing fall. It's also either you have trained it a little bit and you do it intuitively, or you don't, because so little time to do it. But that would be something to do in this moment. And the other guy, probably he had a bit harder crash, but yeah. So luckily those guys survived without injuries, and I think summing up of this situation is that whenever you have something that's stressful or you need a lot of your attention, just be aware that the situation is gonna suck a lot of your attention, so you may lose situational awareness. And so just do try to learn that from time to time you just look around, you just actively act against this, and just to be aware of what the situation is. Yeah, and then if there is another guy flying over the landing zone, it's never a good idea. Staying a bit outside, it's a good idea, and approaching it just to land, yeah, that would be advisable here. And then yeah, you always have, if there is little wind, because the wind was mainly going up the hill, so, and the other guy just landed in that direction, no problem. So just to increase the separation, you could just stay all the time on the other side and land in the opposite direction to the other guy. Taking like what has happened here, maybe even that wouldn't help them avoid the crash, but yeah, but that would be another option. And then if you already come like just behind him, yeah, don't cross to the other side. Just yeah, try to stay on your side of the field and hope he sees it and he does the same. And if you are too high, you may always pull a an ear, even just one, to lose an altitude and to correct for your landing. Yeah. So let me know what you think about this situation and what I've seen in this. Maybe I missed something, or maybe I misunderstood something. Feel free to comment, and please like and subscribe. And see you watching another interesting video soon. Bye.